YouTube, welcome to AnTREXon Gaming. This is Heroes of the Storm, and about a month away from the official release of the game. We're still in open beta, and a new character has been just released, Kael Thas. This is a blood elf from World of Warcraft. He is one of the villains in the game, and he's also a blood not a blood mage, I'm sorry, a sun king or a fire mage. So let's actually try him. I haven't tried him at all. I wanted to see what he plays like. And possibly even purchase him. So let's see what he's like and try this hero.
Feast your eyes on this.
Oh, that voice is awesome. He sounds arrogant and epic. So I don't really know much about his backstory because I haven't really been following World of Warcraft that much. But from what I read about him is that he represents the well, he's one of the blood elves. He's one of the blood elf princes specifically. Let's just get off the horse just to see what he's like. Oh, look at that cape. He's so pretty. He's so pretty, mister. He has like little hands in there, and his cape is covered in runes. And what we know about him, or what I know about him, that is that he, I think he actually tried to save his race of blood elves, people addicted to magic. And so he's one of the main characters in World of Warcraft, and is one of the main villains as well in the game, because he's part of the Horde, he's not part of the Alliance. Alright, so let's read what he has in terms of his passives. It's called Verdant Spheres. Has a cooldown of 6 seconds. It does this, and what this does is, your next ability is more powerful, so it's a self buff that lasts for 6 seconds, I guess. Let's see if it does. Does it? Does it? Oh, okay, it stays with me. Okay, I thought it was gonna reset. Okay, so my next ability will now be more powerful. My first ability here, my Q button, has a 7-second cooldown. It's an ability called Flame Strike. It costs me 70 mana, and after a short delay, deal 94 damage in an area. Oh, cool. Let's try it on a tower. All right, that's awesome. Okay, I already see some difficulties in using this because you have to time this just right, but it does have quite a large area of effect. Okay. If I use my Verdant Spheres, the damage will be increased. Oh, okay. So, okay. If I don't use the spheres, the radius is decreased, and so is the damage. And if I use Verdant Spheres, oh, that is awesome. So I have to make sure that I spam my D ability. Okay, and you can actually easily do some decent damage to initial towers this way as well. So he's a potential lane tower taker type of character. Is that correct, Mr. King? Yes, that's right. Alright, next ability we have Living Bomb. Costs 50 mana, has a 10-second cooldown, so all of his abilities have relatively somewhat average cooldown so far. This deals 78 damage over 3 seconds to an enemy, then they explode, dealing 39 damage to all nearby enemies. Okay, so I guess they don't have to, they'll explode either way. So it has a little bit of a burst DPS effect, AoE DPS effect. Casting a second Living Bomb on an enemy causes the previous Living Bomb to explode immediately. Alright, that's cool. Okay. And if I use my Verdant Spheres, it will make this ability cost no mana. and have no cooldown. That is awesome. Alright, so you can actually, that's how you would make it explode the second time. You would have to use the Verdant Spheres and cast it a second time. So let's try it without it first. I need an enemy. Mister, come over here. Where are you? How do I start you? I forgot how to start the toggle menus. There we go. Hey, shut up. Kael Thas is, I think, Blood Elven region or something like that. Or a person. It's a person. It's a god, I think. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's cast it on this person. Hey, it didn't do anything. Oh, I see. It did something. Okay. Okay. Let's try again. Let's try it again. And this. Now this. Oh, okay. Oops, I did it wrong way. I should have cast. So you have to cast Verdant Spheres first. Cast Verdant Spheres first, and then cast the ability. And now. And oh, I see. Okay, that is awesome. Okay, so if you cast Verdant Spheres first, you can cast this 2 times. Cool. All right. Very cool. Okay, let's read the third ability here. It's called Gravity Lapse. 85 mana, 13-second cooldown. It's a skill shot. Stuns the first enemy for 1.5 seconds, and if you use Verdant Spheres, it causes Gravity Lapse to stun the first 3 enemies hit. Okay. Let's try it. Come back here. Zoop! Oh, and I forgot to mention that he is a ranged character. He is a ranged shot. Let's see how far he shoots from. So yeah, he is a fire wizard shooting from an average distance here. Alright, so let's try this again. So this is no Verdant Sphere. Oh, okay, so it picks them up for 1.5 seconds. And with Verdant Spheres, it does this to 3 enemies. Okay. So 3 enemies. So let's see if this works. I mean, it should work. And go. Excellent. Alright. So first thing of the right off the bat sort of thing is that you want to always have this up. Just like with heroes like Chen, basically spam your D as much as you can. As soon as it's up, cast it. As soon as it's up, cast it. This is really the main way of playing with this character. Otherwise, your abilities are actually not that powerful. Like this is nothing spectacular. However, obviously, this here will make it more powerful. All right, let's level up to level 10 and get our heroic. And our heroic, where's my heroic? Excuse me. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, I have to pick it. Haha, so silly. All right, so let's talk about talent. That's a good time for us to talk about talent without being silly. First one here, Mana Addict. Increases your maximum mana by 15 when you pick up a regeneration globe. Difficult word to read. I'm not sure how useful this is. So far, I guess mana can become a problem with this guy, because his skills are not very cheap, and you will be spamming them a lot. So maybe, possibly a good thing to take. Convection, Flame Strike, which is this, your Q ability, so this thing here. Flame Strike deals 20% more damage to enemies stunned by gravity lapse. Oh, okay, so it does add a bit of a bonus here. So if you first stun them and then cast the Flame Strike on them, they will get 20 bonus damage. Okay, so that's a pretty cool thing to take as well if you want a little bit more DPS. Energy... is it Royal? What's a Royal? Energy Royal. Gravity Lapse's cooldown is reduced by 3 seconds for each enemy hit. Alright, so if you want to spam this more, well, this will probably waste your mana really quick. But yeah, if you want to spam this more, this is a good talent to take. And lastly, we have Fell Infusion. Heal for 125 health when you activate Verdant Spheres. Now, that is something I would consider taking straight out because I don't think, or I don't really know yet if you have any other heals. So I'm gonna consider this, but for now, let's just let's take it now, and let's see how good or how bad we do with mana in terms of if we use abilities against let's just say for like a few minutes, if we run out of mana or not, if we actually need to take that passive. Okay, level 4 talents. We have Mana Tap. Flame Strike restores 20 mana per enemy hits. Oh, that is actually really awesome. So if you strike a bunch of enemies with this, especially using Verdant Spheres, if you hit the entire thing of minions, let's actually try that. I'm gonna try that. Oh, not yet. Hold on. Let's read the rest first. But I think this is possibly a good talent to take. Then we have Netherwind. Increases gravity lapses range and speed by 30%. Range and speed. I don't think that's very useful. I personally don't think this is very useful. I mean, it's a pretty cool ability, but increasing the range by 30% and speed by 30%, not very useful. I would say skip it. Next we have Gathering Power. Passively grants 5 ability power. Each hero takedown increases this bonus by 2% to the maximum 50%. Bonus ability is reset to 5% on death. I think this is a generic ability that I honestly have never taken. I mean, it's possibly useful in some cases, but I don't think this is very useful for this guy because he's probably going to be really short on mana, so you may want to focus on mana recovery and also health recovery. And Venom, also generic ability, does extra DPS over time. Let's take, I think Mana Tap is really the only choice here. This is a pretty awesome thing. Now let's try it right now. Let's try it right now. I'm gonna enable my Verdant Spheres, and let's see if this wastes no mana whatsoever. Kaboosh! Oh, okay. So, some mana used, but there was some recovery as well. Let's try it again. Verdant Spheres, and kaboosh! Oh, look at that! Awesome. This basically cost me no mana. This is a pretty good way of pretty good way of getting some mana back. So yeah, definitely take that at level 4, I think. I think it's a little bit more useful. Then at level 7 we have Fission Bomb, which increases the living bomb's explosion damage by 75%. Okay, so that means that instead of 129 damage to all enemies nearby, you'll do almost like 200-ish damage. Okay, so it does increase AoE DPS just a little bit, especially because it does attack enemies near it. So maybe possibly useful, but I'm sure there's something better here. Sunfire Enchantment. Activating Verdant Spheres causes your next basic attack to instead shoot a spell, dealing 254 damage. Wait, hold on a second. Activating the spheres causes your next attack. Oh, your normal attack. So this will give you a boost to your normal attack. That is actually something I want to try. Try Optimal. Reduces Verdant Sphere's cooldown by 2 seconds. Very useful, I think. Very, very useful. Oh, okay. This is both of these are kind of useful. By 2 seconds. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't finish reading. Per target hit with gravity lapse. So this means that to use Tri-Optimal, to make this useful, you have to hit targets with gravity lapse because it will then reset your Verdant Spheres. So there's a bit of a kind of a combo here. Essentially what you want to do is you want to cast an ability using Verdant Spheres, then you want to cast gravity lapse, which will reduce the cooldown of your gravities, your Verdant Spheres, and then you want to cast something else. So there's a bit of a combo here. I think for those of you who like combos, this is something that you may want to consider taking. Then there's Clairvoyance here. Activate to reveal an area for 10 seconds. Enemies in the area revealed for 4 seconds. This is a generic ability. I have never actually taken that ability. I don't know why you would want this. I guess maybe some people want to see where people are. I don't think it's useful or as useful as these two. So let's take this. I want to see what this does. And let's use it on someone. So I'm going to activate my Verdant Sphere. And then use my general ability just to see what it does. Let's cast it on someone. On this guy here. Whoosh! Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. What? Did I not read this correct? Activating Verdant Spheres causing your next basic attack to shoot a spell dealing 254 damage.
It shall be done.
Oh, it only works once. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so that wasn't useful at all, actually. Basically, what this does is, if you... Sir? I swear, sir. Oh, okay. You're running away now. You're running away. That's right. You keep running.
Indeed.
Alright, let's disable them for a second. So I don't think this is actually as useful as I thought it was. It basically, what it does is, I guess it doubles your first attack, your basic attack damage, when you enable Verdant Spheres. So let me just double check this. So I'm going to attack someone once. Let's wait for him to get here. Attack someone once, it does 119 damage. Now I'm going to enable Verdant Spheres, 254 damage, and that's it. Only once. Okay, that is totally useless. I don't think it's that useful at all. Why did I even take that? I should have taken the other one. Yeah, I should have totally taken Tri-Optimal. You know what? Reset level, go back to whatever that level it was. Let's do this again. Let's take some of these again. So I'm gonna take... So what did I take before? I took... Oh, I forgot. I took this, I think. Took this, and then we have... Mana Tap. And then, now we're gonna take Tri-Optimal. Let's see how good this is. Let's see how good this is. So, Tri-Optimal reduces Verdant Sphere's cooldown by 2 seconds when you hit someone with this thing. So let's actually see, because this might give us an ability that can stun several people at once, which is actually pretty awesome then. Alright, so I'm gonna do what? I'm gonna cast this, toggle minions. So let's see if we can massively stun people at the same time. And tadash! Oh, okay, no, I can't massively stun them. It does give me my Verdant thingy back though. So well, I still think it's a little bit more useful than the other talent that I had. A little bit more useful. Alright, let's talk about heroics. So we have two choices here. One is called Phoenix, 40-second cooldown, and one is called Pyroblast, 50-second cooldown. Phoenix Launches a phoenix to an area, dealing 90 damage to enemies along the way. It persists for 7 seconds, attacking enemies for 90 damage and splashing for 50. Alright, let's try it.
Fine addition to my arsenal.
Come over here, minions, so I can try my phoenix on you. I wonder what it does if you use the Verdant's thingy on it. Oh, it's a big... Look at that large area here. Oh, okay, so it's a AoE damage over time. Absolutely awesome. Love it. Sort of like what... who is it? What is that assassin's name? The StarCraft guy with the gun. Who is his name? You know what I'm talking about. Yes. That is embarrassing. I forgot his name. I'm not good with names. Anyway, he has a very similar ability, except his moves, it's a spaceship that you summon. His moves, and this one doesn't. Alright, so that's cool. So it's an area of effect, damage over time type of a thing. And let's see what happens if you cast Verdant Spheres. Nothing. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't increase anything. Okay, that's not cool. How much damage does it do to towers? Not very much. Alright, so, not sure how I feel about it. I mean, it's a good additional damage, and it might actually scare enemies, and, you know, cause them to run away from the circle. But, let's find out what the other one is. No, not cooldown, I'm sorry. Wrong button. Let's find out what the other talent is. Let's get another heroic here. And the next heroic is... Keep forgetting what I took. What did I take?
Choose
Oh,
a
this.
talent.
It's here. Then I'm gonna take... No, I'm gonna try this. I'm just gonna try this for fun. I'm gonna take... And I've never taken this, so I might as well take that. Clairvoyance. And Pyroblast. So, after 2 seconds, cast a slow-moving fireball that deals 950 damage to an enemy hero and 475 damage to enemies nearby. Okay, so it sounds like a single target DPS. Let us find out what it does. Summon your minions! Bring them to me so I can try them. I mean, I can try this one. Alright, so that's Clairvoyance. Not particularly useful. Let's use it on a hero. Oh, that is some decent damage there. So, okay. Now, I have a question. The question is this. The question is, how fast does it move from where can I cast it? And does it actually, oh, it's a homing thing. That is awesome. Totally take this. Pyroblast is awesome. It's an excellent finishing move, I think. If it's what I think it is, it's essentially a homing missile that does crazy damage to one target. And, let's try again. And also all the targets near it. But boy, look at the damage. It's insane. That is crazy. And let's see if I can kill this guy. And if he can actually run away. Oh, that is crazy. I love this. Okay, totally Pyroblast over the other thing. Don't even know what it was called. Take this over the other thing. Alrighty. Next we have, let's level up more, level 13 talents. We have Flamethrower, increases the cast range of Flame Strike, which is this, by 50%. So that means you can cast it from farther away if that's something that you want to do. It's not something that I want to do, so I'm not going to take that. Chain Bomb. Living Bomb's explosion applies the Living Bomb to enemies. Oh? Wait a second. Are you telling me that when it explodes, it infects other enemies? I think that's what it means. I'm gonna try this in a second. Pyromaniac. Every tick of Living Bomb's damage over time effect reduces basic ability cooldown by 1 second. That's cool. So this will actually... Okay, so that will reduce the cooldown, giving me a chance to cast it again. And Spell Shield, this is a generic ability. Upon taking ability damage, reduce the damage and further ability damage by 50%. So this is a... if you get... Basically, if people constantly cast abilities on you and you find yourself low on health, take this. But I think I'm going to try this. So, this will apply a second Living Bomb to enemies. Okay, I don't know what that did. Let's try it again. So let's try this again. So... Let's called Chain Bomb. Living Bomb Explosion applies Living Bomb to enemies. That sounds pretty awesome, actually. Come over here, minions. Let's try it on you. And if I use my Verdant Sphere, it will cost no mana. Haha. Look at that. Baboosh! Baboosh! Oh, that is, look at how great this is. This is one of the better abilities to take down minions right away. That is awesome. Definitely take that. So that talent was called Chain Bomb. I think this is probably the major one for level 13. Level 16 we get Ignite. Flame Strike applies the Living Bomb to heroes. Ooh. Does that mean you can chain it to heroes then? Oh, that would be great if you can.
My path.
Oh, I think that actually, that's what it may actually mean. So if you have a bunch of, like, 5 heroes trying to chase you, cast the bomb on them with the Chain Bomb talent, and it will actually cause some serious havoc there. Alright, so I'm gonna try this actually. Then we have Backdraft. Living Bomb's explosion slows enemies by 40 seconds for 2.5 seconds. That is probably the only crowd control you get. So possibly take this, because I think this is actually also very useful. So this will give the so essentially when you cast this after the explosion, which occurs after what, 3 seconds, the enemies will be slowed down for 2.5 seconds. So I think this is very useful, especially if you have people chasing you. And if you have Chain Bomb, you can cast this. They will all get slowed down, or if you're chasing someone else, that is. So you can use this to slow them down. Gravity Throw. So this is a Gravity Lapse thing. Increases the duration of Gravity Lapse stun by 33% and causes it to instantly destroy minions. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so but you can only, I think you can only destroy maximum 3 minions, so it's possibly not very useful. But here it does increase the duration by 33%, which I think makes it 2 seconds. Okay, I don't know if that's, I'm not sure how useful this is. And then finally, Arcane Barrier, activated to gain a shield equal to 200% of your maximum mana for 3 seconds. That's cool. Okay, so this is actually an extra shield defense. So if you get chopped down a lot and you find yourself dead a lot, possibly take this. I'm gonna try Ignite. Let's try Ignite, because this will make my bomb apply to heroes. So let's see what this does actually. How this works. So if I cast this on a minion, where's the hero? Cast it on and boom! Look at that! It totally, whoa! It totally pawned Arthas, and I can actually finish him with my thing. Cool. That was epic. All right. Okay. I just actually realized something.
Are you dead already?
And what that something is that I seem to be able to activate this thing after it's cast. Let's see what this does actually. I'm gonna cast this. Look at that. Oh, never mind. Wait, what was this R? What was this? I saw R in there. Oh, never mind. Sorry, my bad. Never mind. Ignore my silly talk. Nothing. There's nothing here. Nothing to see. Nothing to see except for clairvoyance. Alright, moving on. Let's go to level 20. So this is our epic ability. Epic talent, that is. So, firstly, we have 2 upgrades for your heroics. And Rebirth increases Phoenix's duration by 100%. You may order the Phoenix to move to a different location once while the Phoenix is alive. Alright, so this literally makes it very similar to the ultimate that other character whose name I still don't remember has. And essentially, I personally don't think it is very useful, but I might be wrong. Basically, it's a dot that increases the duration from 7 seconds to 14 seconds, and you can now move it once to a new location. I guess there's some use to it, especially to harass enemies, but it's not as useful as I think this is. Presence of Mind. Increase Pyroblast's explosion radius by 50% and reduces cooldown by 10 seconds per enemy hero hit. Okay, so if I hit many heroes with this, the cooldown will go down. That is awesome. I would totally take this actually. Bolt of the Storm. This is a teleport, which basically gives you a teleport in a location about this big. And then Arcane Power. Activate to instantly restore 400 mana and increase ability power by 15% for 5 seconds. That's cool. Alright, so this is actually a temporary DPS boost, and a mana boost. This is actually something that I would also consider taking. I've never seen this talent, this particular talent or a specific ability before. This is an active ability. This one is quite obvious. Increases explosion radius by 50%, reduces cooldown by 10 seconds. Yeah, this is quite obvious, but I think I wanna see what this does. Let's actually see what this does. I'm gonna destroy our towers. What? Excuse me, sir. Can you get out of here? Yeah, that's right. You run. You run. Take that.
That was rather entertaining.
All right, let's actually see how this plays. We're level 20. Let's try to defeat them if we can. Wait, before I do that, I'm gonna reset my level and level up as if I were basically level 20. I'm gonna choose talents that I would normally take, the ones that I really like, because I did experiment a little bit there. So let's get to level 20 and try to defeat them, or him, that is, one person. So let's start from scratch here. So first one I took was Fell Infusion, because this is really the only heal you get. And you need a heal. You do need a heal. So this is the heal you want. This will heal you every time you cast Verdant Spheres. So I totally would take that. Next, level 4, we have... What did I take? This restores mana. This increases... Yeah, restoring mana. So this will give you more mana, giving me less headache later on, because mana seems like it might become a problem. Level 7. I think what you should take, or I should take, is... none of these. I actually don't like any of these. This here does that stupid thing where it gives you extra damage for one simple ability. This here reduces cooldown of your Verdant Spheres by 2 seconds per target hit. This is Clairvoyance. You know what? I'm just gonna take this, because this increases the bomb's damage by 75%. Yeah, you know what? This is probably the best. Heroic, definitely Pyroblast. Next, Chain Bomb. I really like that one. Level 16, we're going to take... Okay, there's some choice here. There's a barrier thing I like. This applies it to heroes, possibly this. This is also a good one. This is the only crowd control you have. Oh, I'm sorry, this is not the only crowd... I mean, the main crowd control is this, because this is a stun, but this is one of the other crowd controls you get. So let's take this. I want to try Backdraft. And lastly, we're going to take Arcane Power. Alright, so I'm set. Toggle minions, and go. GG. I mean, good luck. GL. Alright, let's cast this and this. Cast the bomb here. Do the thing on him. Stun him. Finish him. If you can. I guess you can't. It's okay. Their towers are damaged. I don't know why. Oh, because I probably damaged them before. Okay, I can actually... Oh, I can cast bombs on these things too. On the towers. Okay, as you can see, my mana is actually still really high, which is awesome. I'm really liking this character so far. He's a cool dude. I didn't even have to use my Arcane Power. I don't even know if I need it. Because it seems like I can actually restore my mana using that other thing that I have, which is... What was it? A mana tap. Enemy is slain. Alright, cool. Very cool story. Let's do some stunnage here and try this. Okay, so I am kind of suddenly low on mana. Not sure what happened there. But I just totally pawned this guy. Yeah, his skills are epic. This is really powerful. This is way more powerful than I imagined. Okay, I'm gonna use Arcane Power. There we go. 400 mana returned. Increase my ability power. Cast something. There we go. Just because my abilities for 5 seconds did more DPS. Alright, let's do this here. That was a good hit. And let's see how heal works. Oh, Malfurion, stop healing me. There we go. My self-heal. I want to do my self-heal. Alright, let's destroy this thing using the chain. Oh, I mean, sorry, the bomb. Cool. Awesome. Alright. Okay, so far this is a pretty epic character. Honestly, I am really liking this guy. a lot more than I even like Sylvanas, and Sylvanas is pretty awesome. But this guy right here is definitely really, really powerful. I can see him becoming flavor of the month for many, many months because he has this epic killing machine called Pyroblast. He also stuns people. I also now have a slowdown. I have self-heal. And on top of that, I also have a mana regeneration talent. So essentially, he's just like this Swiss knife that can do everything that he needs to do by himself. So it's very soul-friendly in a sense. In terms of hit points, not very many, but he does get an average amount of hit points. And it seems like this is a pretty cool character. I'm definitely enjoying this guy so far. And let's try him in real life after we purchase him. And this will be in some future videos. Anyway, this video got a little bit too long, so let's stop this here. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this review of this awesome dude. And good luck to you guys. If you are gonna get this character, definitely try to find your own build. But the build I just tried is actually very powerful, so something that you may consider as well. Anywho, thank you for watching. Game you later, guys. And this has been AnTREXon, Heroes of the Storm. Bye-bye.